I myself am polygamous. I am a poly individual, and I was dating a guy and who was aware of my polyness, and we had an agreement that he would get 3 months to prove to me that monogamy is something that I wanted to try, and he f***ed up in every way that you could f*** up, and now he's mad at me for just deciding that I would prefer to stay poly.
How did he F up? So the first guy picks the second guy?
Mm-hmm.
And so is that how that works for your situation?
Mm-hmm.
So was the guy you just broke up with, he was the first guy?
Mm-hmm.
And so who
he
did
picked him?
That's the guy that was just next to you or whatever over there. So they get hooked on you. I get it. So do they ever have sex with you together?
I like the soft life. So having two people that can go and do the financial and the household,
your paymasters,
everything, yeah. And I just do the female things, you know, cook, clean, take care of the kids, do stuff like that. But that 50-50 thing, that's not for me. If I want to have one more, I can, but I don't have to.
Well, okay, because I'm going to say what everybody's going to be thinking, right? I'm going to sting a little bit, but you're not taking care of the first two. What's up, YouTube? So, guys, due to unforeseen circumstances, we're going to push Von's baby shower back 1 week to November 15th, still at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, if you want to donate to Von, his Cash App is ATV Von. We're still going to be doing the Adopt a Kid for Christmas, so make sure if you want to be a part of that, hit me up at AtlantaStreetInterviews@gmail.com. Now, back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
My name is Angel. Hello.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And so are you homeless?
I am right now.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 32.
32. And so how long have you been in this situation?
Maybe 2 months.
2 months? What was that happened 2 months ago that caused you to become homeless?
I got into a really bad car accident, and I lost my car, and right after that I lost my apartment.
Oof. Tell you what, man, things can fall so fast, you know? What side of town was you living on?
Alpharetta.
Okay, so you was out there in Alpharetta. So yeah, you can't get around without no car out there for the most part. Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have two.
Two? How old?
6 and 3.
6 and 3. And so are they in this situation with you or do they live somewhere else?
They live with my mom.
Okay, they stay with mom. Is that here in the metro Atlanta area?
They're in the suburban Atlanta area.
Okay, so somewhere in, okay, yeah. Close enough, I get it. All right, okay, same dad or different dads?
Different dads.
Okay, and so, all right, have you ever been married?
No.
No. Okay, so I did want to ask you about this situation I just walked up on. Okay. So, I noticed that you was sitting there upset, frustrated. What are you upset and frustrated about?
Well, I myself am polygamous. I am a poly individual, and I was dating a guy and who was aware of my polyness, and we had an agreement that he would get 3 months to prove to me that monogamy is something that I wanted to try, and he f***ed up in every way that you could f*** up, and now he's mad at me for just deciding that I would prefer to stay poly.
How did he F up?
By doing everything. He did everything but cheat. So
you say he did everything but cheat?
Ignoring, yelling, throwing things, breaking my things, a lot of stuff.
Was he in the homeless situation with you?
We were in an apartment at the time.
Okay, y'all was in the apartment at the time. So he was just acting the fool. How long had y'all been together?
We've been together for 4 months.
Oh, before you tried the monogamy thing? Or
we were together for a month.
A month, and then you tried the monogamy thing?
Yeah, for the last
So how was it for that first month when you were still doing the poly thing?
First month was
So
great.
the poly thing means that you deal with other ladies or you deal with other guys, or how does that work for you? And I'm going to let you, real quick, yep. There you go.
I prefer, like me, and I prefer to date 2 guys, or a couple and a couple. That's my preference.
You say a couple and a couple?
Yeah, so it's either 2 couples or 2 guys and me. It's not like a we have sex all together type thing. It's just a relationship thing, you know.
How does that work though? Like, tell us because I'm ignorant, right? So.
Well, for me, I have preferences. I like to be affectionate in a certain way, and I know that everybody can't do that. Everybody doesn't have the time to give you 24 hours of their attention all day, every day. So if you can't do that, I'm willing to let you pick someone to be your helper, your assistant, or whatever.
So the first guy picks the second guy? And so is that how that works for your situation? So was the guy you just broke up with, he was the first guy? And so Who
he
did
picked him.
That's the guy that was just next to you or whatever over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that guy almost didn't want to let you like go. Like he was like how do you feel about that? Is that like, does that feel like a little creepy or whatever?
It's usual. I don't think I've ever dated anyone who wasn't clingy.
Is that something that you enjoy, or?
It just seems to be something that happens because I'm cute.
Well, I get it, but there's other cute girls. It's Atlanta, so
Yeah, but
I mean, like,
it's like
not everybody has a guy that's like, attached to him like that.
I've never not had a guy attached to me like that.
Is that right? What you got that good? All right, let me stop. Okay. So she's like, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay,
but
so
honestly, I am very understanding. I'm very in tune with emotions. I'm understanding. I'm somebody that they can talk to in a way that.
So they get hooked on you. I get it. So, do they ever have sex with you together? Did they ever? So it never happened like same time.
No.
Okay, but was it like no
Never
condoms for both?
In the house, no. We use condoms. Yeah.
Okay, so both of the guys have to use condoms. Okay.
I want them my kids.
Huh?
I want them my kids.
Okay, and was that for all of your poly relationships? Because you had kids at some point.
I wanted my kids.
So when you had the kids, was you in a poly relationship? And so were both of the guys, so only one of the guys was doing it raw then?
Yes.
Okay.
I was engaged at the time.
You was what?
I was engaged at the time with my oldest son.
Oldest son's father?
Mm-hmm.
But it was still poly?
Mm-hmm.
And he picked out the other guy?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I wonder how that works. So he's like, all right, well, this is the guy that I'm okay with type deal?
It's usually someone in their friend group themselves that I'm close to as well. And it tends to just like happen naturally.
Would there be any jealousy or anything?
Men are very jealous, but so are women. So it's like, that's your
Would there be like any size difference jealousies?
No.
Would there be any size difference preferences for you?
No, they're same size.
Well, was that always the case? Like for every poly relationship, they was always the same size?
Very much relatively the same size. Yeah.
Okay, so it's been mostly, I guess, like close to average for you or whatever?
Before I date you, you gotta wear sweatpants.
Okay, so what if you meet a guy that's like way bigger than average? Like do you think that would mess the dynamic up?
No.
Well, what I'm saying is that if one of the guys is like way bigger than the other guy type deal.
That's not their business unless they looking. We don't do stuff like that together. Like,
I'm talking about to you though.
Oh no, it wouldn't affect me.
Okay. Yeah,
it's really more about the emotions and the affection. The sex is really more for them.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this. So let's just start from the beginning. So where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
You're from the Chi? Hey man. Hey man. Shout out Chicago, man. What part of Chicago?
I'm from the South Side.
South, man. So that's South Side of
Yeah,
Chicago.
South Side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So growing up in the Chi, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
I did.
Okay. And so, do you have brothers and sisters?
I have sisters.
Sisters? All sisters?
All sisters.
And so, where are you in the birth order?
Oldest.
You the oldest. All right.
I'm the
So,
oldest.
out of how many sisters?
4.
4. Okay. And so, growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
No.
No? Tell me about it.
Oh, it was rocky.
So, I'll ask more pointed questions. Did any type of like sexual assault or anything like that?
No
happen
sexual
to you?
assault. Physical abuse. No sexual assault.
Okay, so what was it that was rocky? Like, I hear the physical abuse. Tell me, or give me like, describe about it, or describe what was rocky about it.
I was an undiagnosed autistic, so there were a lot of things that made me feel othered without knowing why. I never fit in. I never understood why I could make friends. I never understood why a lot of things were going on in my life. And up until this situation and I started going and meeting the right people, I actually started embracing who I am. So even though this was a tragedy, it honestly helped me to learn who I am as a person, and I appreciate it.
Well, and I get it.
But yeah.
But have you been diagnosed with autism, actually, like officially?
Yeah.
Or?
When I went back to Chicago, I had a therapist diagnose me with ADHD and autism. Yeah.
Okay. And that happened just recently or whatever?
Like a year ago.
Okay. So all this time before that, you was undiagnosed?
Undiagnosed.
Huh. What effect do you think that had on you, like just as far as your upbringing growing up?
Because young women tend to not be diagnosed, it's a lot harder just to get along with other women. It's a lot harder to make.
So did you have like a lot of friends and stuff growing up? No?
I was very like lone wolf, solid, like by myself, and I did a lot of mirroring or pretending to be different people.
Wow.
Like, switching my personality, my accent. I moved around a lot. So everywhere I would move, I would like make myself a new person to see if that would help to make me fit in with the other kids. But it would only work for a short time, and then they would kind of figure out I'm different or I'm weird. So. And
then they would just stop messing with you type deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, like, when was like your first boyfriend? Like, what age was that?
10.
10?
He was 16.
He was 16? When did you lose your virginity?
I was 16.
16?
I've looked like this since I was 10.
Since
I've
you
been
was
this
10?
size, this face, this person since I was 10.
Okay. So you end up losing your virginity at 16. Like, how do you think that played into, like you say, the autism and everything, the kind of, I guess what you would call antisocial energy, behavior, or whatever. How did you get to socialize with those people?
Men, I've never had a problem with. Because I'm attractive, it's a lot easier for me to get to know them, talk to them.
Okay, so you're talking about mostly women when you're talking about like the antisocial stuff.
Women, not too fond of me.
When did you decide to get into poly or decide to live as,
I've always been poly. My first boyfriend, I also had it was poly.
Well, but was that cheating or was
No,
it?
They knew about each other. They were best friends. And they both liked me, and I wouldn't choose, so they just both decided to date me, and I've been that way ever since.
So have you ever done a monogamous relationship besides this one that you just tried?
No, not fully, no.
No? Do you think that you want to do polygamy for like basically the rest of your life?
Yes.
Huh. That surprises me that
because I'm a soft girly. I like the soft life. So having two people that can go and do the financial and the household,
your paymasters,
everything, yeah. And I just do the female things, cook, clean, take care of the kids, do stuff like that. But that 50-50 thing, that's not for me. You got to find you a homie to do that with. Y'all got to make money.
Well, okay, I get that. But then what is you guys' plan? Like, you're in this situation right now. What is the plan to like get out of it or whatnot?
We're going to, get an apartment and.
So like, in other words, okay, you just broke up with the guy that was guy number one. So does that make guy number two guy number one now? So then he gets to pick out the new guy.
If he, yeah.
Well,
he wants to try.
So wait, so you're doing the monogamy thing right now?
I'm giving him the same chance I gave the other guy. He has 3 months.
He has 3 months? And so what's going to determine if you decide to stay monogamous with him or not?
If I'm happy.
And what do you think will determine your happiness?
If I'm happy. If I wake up every day with a smile on my face and I go to sleep every day with a smile on my face.
Right, but if you've been polygamous for most of your life, what is making you try this stuff, the monogamous stuff now? Does the polygamy not make you happy?
It makes me happy, but he handles relatively everything that I can complain about. So I'm giving him a chance because he showed me that he can handle.
Is the polygamy thing was just based on the fact that you didn't have a guy that could handle everything?
Yeah.
So it's not so much that you need to have two guys. You just want somebody to take care of. You want everything to be taken care of, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you can do that, then you can do it. But if you can't.
So the guys that you had kids with, were they taking care of everything, or like what made you decide?
Yes, they were taking care of everything, but they are. My son's dad is a rapper, so he does a lot of traveling. He does a lot of going overseas. So it'll be months at a time, weeks at a time. When
is he a rapper that we know about?
He is an up-and-coming rapper in Chicago. He's known in our city.
Okay.
And he's known like in Africa. He's an
Does he
rapper.
take care of his son financially?
He does.
Okay. But just maybe not there as much type deal?
Yeah, he travels a lot, so.
Okay, and so you decided to have a kid with him. Y'all was in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Was you in a poly relationship at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out if he was already a rapper, and why did that lifestyle cause y'all to not work out after you had the kid?
Because he spent a lot of time away. And there was a lot of things. I got to take out the garbage by myself. I got to mow the
But he was
grass.
already a rapper, right?
But he was at home at one point.
Okay, so, and so what about the second kid's dad?
We were never in a relationship. I just wanted a baby.
What sense does that make? Like, why do y'all make decisions like that?
Because I know that having a baby after your 30s is life-threatening. So I wanted to have my children before I had to go through a geriatric pregnancy.
Well, that's 35. You was years away from that.
I'm only 3 years
You're
away.
32 now, but
Right.
your child is 3.
Right.
So that means you was like 29. You're like 6 years away.
I got a chance to
That's
have
a bad
one more.
excuse. Like,
If I want to have one more, I can, but I don't have to.
Well, okay, because I'm going to say what everybody's going to be thinking, right? And I'm going to sting a little bit, but you're not taking care of the first 2. So, why, where's
I
the
wouldn't have
reasoning
any
in
more
that?
now, unless I have everything together. But at that time, I had everything together. At that time, I was making a lot of money. At that time, I was doing everything. My kids' dads were in the picture. At the time of having my children, I was financially stable in more ways than one.
I get it.
But now it's
Things fall apart quickly,
right,
though, you
real
know?
quick. It take nothing. Even now, I'm just waiting on my lawsuit. I'm just enjoying myself. I don't even.
You got a lawsuit coming in?
Yeah.
What's that for?
My car accident.
Okay, yeah, that's
so
right. You didn't call Monogamy Associates, did you?
Huh?
Nothing. That's a joke. All right, okay,
I'm not too pressed about nothing, honestly.
I got you. We talking, all right? We here, we good. All right, we good. Trust me, I got you. And I got you on what I said.
But I mean, polygamy, polyamory, polyandry,
right,
is honestly something that I feel like a lot more people should look into.
Well, would you do 2 girls and a guy?
I've done 2 girls.
And so how was that experience?
I am not as equipped to deal with women, and I'm a little more dominant and aggressive. So it's not as easy to find a female that I particularly like. I look, and I'm looking for one, but
when you was in the polyamorous with the lady, would y'all be sexually active together?
Right.
Okay, how was that? Did you enjoy that? You like D better, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, was there jealousy in that relationship with the other lady?
Yes, but only because I really, really wanted her to be my friend, and she really, really wanted to be his girlfriend, so we didn't have the same wants.
Okay.
So she spent most of her time with him, and she was really supposed to be like my friend.
It's supposed to be kind of even type deal.
Yeah, she was supposed to really mostly hang out with me. We were supposed to spend most of our time together, and then just he does his thing when he does his thing. So it didn't work out that way, and so I ended that.
All right. Well, listen, your people ready to go, so I'm gonna let y'all rock out. Yeah, I was about to say, we're gonna have to definitely do another one, okay? Lord, you get up out of here. They don't like you no more. They don't trust you. They don't trust you, Trezari. All right, Chanel, whatever you want to call yourself. All right, so what you want? Get in the picture, man. It's all good. Yo, my guy's yo, he ain't going nowhere. All right. This dude is trying to, he's attached to you. All right. All right. Is that something, is that something that, do you think that, okay. Do you think that you're going to, be cool with that?
We're talking about it. You know how I feel about it.
How do you feel about it? It's a little clingy-ish.
It's normal though, so I'm not even pressed about it. He knows because he's been around 2 of my relationships.
You gotta watch out for Arthur. Arthur's gonna be the next boyfriend. All right, I know this works for Arthur. Arthur's gonna be the next boyfriend.
I didn't know you by name. Arthur. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, Arthur's a ladies' man.
That's my buddy.
He slips on. That's what it is at first with everybody. He's the buddy. Hey man, hey listen, watch out for Arthur. All right.
He already knows about it.
All right, man. Listen, if anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I do have a Cash App. It is $justalilbunni, LIL, not little, LIL. It would really be appreciated if you could help out. Really mostly for my kids. Like me, I'm grown, I'm an adult. I don't really ask for things for myself.
Is this a lisp that I'm hearing?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, is that like a little lisp? Okay.
It comes out every once in a while when I'm on camera.
And what about Instagram or whatever?
Do I have an Instagram? You can find me on Angel Sapphire on Facebook.
Angel Sapphire?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it. I don't really have any other.
I can dig it. All right. Well, listen, like I say, miss, we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, all right?
Absolutely.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
You too.
All right, all right.
All right.